Hi everybody, this week we're going to be looking at how to analyze news media websites, and we are going to be using multimodal analysis to give you something concrete to hold on to for your analysis. So we are going to do that for your next paper. You can do it as a group, you can do it as a blog post, as long as you cover everything that you need to cover. Do clear that with me, but we should talk about how you can go ahead and do that. So the reading for this week is Powell's, and we're going to talk about how to analyze websites using multimodality. Multimodality basically means you're going to be looking at things that are written, things that are spoken, things that you see, images that you see, and the combination, how they all work together or don't work together. That's what multimodality means. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Here's the basics. The reading itself is very dense, but we're going to talk through the basics here. What you need to do when you choose your website first is look at your first impressions. Jot down what you think of it. What stands out to you about the homepage? What stands out to you about the main page? What do you think it all means? So after you take some notes for yourself about the first impressions, then look at all of the features of it. What are all of the parts? On the homepage, what are the stories? How are they arranged? What do they look like? What does each section have in it? On the news story page, what is on the page itself? How is it arranged? What is the content? What's listed there? Is it a video? Is it a video, 3 ads, and an article? What's there? And then look at, for both of them, what's missing? What would you expect to be there that you don't see there? Then the third step to this analysis is to do in-depth analyses of different parts of it. So look at what's written down, what is the meaning behind it, how is it written, what is the font size, what does it mean about how it's written. Analyze any of the images that you see, what's there, what is there, what does that mean? Like if someone's looking straight at you in an image, what does that mean? So think through these kinds of things in all of the different images that you see. If there are sounds, analyze the sounds. What are they? Is it an ad? A lot of them have ads that begin with sound. So what is calling your attention if there is anything for the sound? Then look at the website. How is it designed? What is it, the layout of it? Is it very cleanly designed? Is it very scattered? What does it look like? Where are the stories? What are the news stories? What else is on there? Where are the ads? How is it arranged? And then look at the video in your news story. What is it? What does it do? What's its content? And how does it show its content? Then once you've listed all of the parts, analyze them. How do they work together, or how do they not work together? Maybe the image on your article doesn't match at all the article itself. Or maybe it does. Maybe they're perfectly suited to each other. What does it all mean when you put it together? Then think about what's included in your news story and on your homepage, and then think about what's not included. Maybe it doesn't have very much information, for instance. You might expect there to be more information or more details, but there weren't. Or maybe there's a lot of details and you didn't expect that. So what's there and what's missing is the way to think about it. Then look at who produced it and who the audiences are. So who's producing the website and why? And then think about who's the primary audience for that website and why. And how can you tell? You can always tell when you do the analyses who the audiences are expected to be and who they're not. Then what's the main story of the homepage? So for instance, if you're on Fox News, the main story of the whole site might be terrorism and how we need to fight it. I'm just guessing. There might be that there's one master narrative for all of it, or it might be that there's a couple of narratives that are being told, like sensationalism sells is a narrative that's often told. So what stories are being told in general, and what other stories are there? Then look at how you're supposed to use these sites. So for example, are you expected to post comments? Are you expected just to look at the sites? Are you expected to recommend it? Are you expected to share on Facebook? What are the kinds of ways that you're supposed to engage in this site? Then look at how it's organized. How do people go through it? Do you click on links within it? Do you use the menu? Do you click on one link and lead you to another, lead you to another, lead you to another? How does it work? You can also look at things like commenting. So do I have to join the New York Times in order to post a comment online? These are the things that you want to think about. And then number 6 is bringing it all together. So 6 is really where your essay starts. So after you've taken all of these notes and you've written down all of these details, what does it all mean? What does this mean in terms of what we get out of news in the 21st century? Who gets news and what are they getting and why? So the way to think about it is this. Your paper is all of these different parts to it that build up to number 6. What does it all mean? What does it all mean, given what you know about your website? So that's the basics of the multimodal framework. This is what you're going to be practicing with. This is what you're going to be doing for your paper. So I'm going to post the slides to this video online. So if you want to practice using the BBC before class, that's fine. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how this might be happening in this website. But I posted 2 links here, 2 images. This is the home page and this is the news story that I chose to help you get started thinking about how to do this kind of analysis. So these are the basics of multimodal analysis. Come to class with questions and we will talk through all of these different elements as you work on your projects.